product is measured by the purpose and the people it serves.
Hi, my name is Tayo. I just want to share with you quickly how you can make your business to become the preferred option, how you can be ahead of your game, and how you can outlast your competitors. You see, I look at the car manufacturers, and in particular, I like Mercedes-Benz, and I look at them. In the 80s, what they had, the products, the cars they had in the 80s, is quite different from what they have today. My dad had one of those cars in the 80s. It was a Mercedes-Benz 200. Oh, that car meant the world to us. We would put it in the garage, and then we would close the shutter, and then we would lock the shutter. It only came out once a week. It came out on Sundays when we were going to church. And every time it was going back to its resting place, which is the garage, it had to be washed. But you know what? We were happy with it. It stepped up. The cars they have now is quite different from what they had, in the 80s. Do you know what the secret is? All those big companies, they have a source of inspiration. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Having a source of inspiration. Because when you have a source of inspiration, you will be ahead of your game. And you would outlast your competitors. Now, I have a source of inspiration that I'm going to share with you today. It's a book. And in this book, you will learn two things today. There's so many things to learn in the book. You're going to learn how you can be inspired to share stories. First of all, your story and other people's stories. You see, the greatest communicators are storytellers. Trust me. You can trust me on this. The greatest communicators are storytellers. You watch movies, you see, a lot of those movies are not true, but someone has taken time to write that script properly. And that's why we go to the cinemas, we spend so much money watching these movies. At times we cry when we're watching the movies, and most of these stories are not even true anyway. When you read this book, you will be inspired on how you can share your story and how you can share other people's stories. The movie industry is a billion-dollar industry. Why? Because of storytelling. But you have your own story that you can share with the world. And you have other people's stories that you know about that you can share with the world, that the world will gain from. You need to learn how to start to share stories. But before you can do that, you've got to read a book where you can then become inspired. And I want to recommend this book highly to you. The second thing about this book is that you'll be inspired to gain mastery over life. You see, life doesn't respect anybody. Life doesn't respect you. Life doesn't respect me. Life throws things at people. But in this book, when you start to read this book, you will gain inspiration to start to master the situations of life. Many people are trapped. You think it's just the ones who are trapped in the cave? Many people are trapped. Many are trapped in their emotions. Many are trapped in their marriages. Many are trapped in their finances. And they're asking, who is going to bail me? That's why you need to come on board. Because together we can make this happen. I'm going to wrap up quickly. You see, I learned something from this book that I'm going to share with you. You see, do you know that your situation can determine your association? Do you know that your association can determine your location? Do you know that your location can determine your location? Do you know that your location can determine your manifestation? Do you know that your manifestation can determine your application? And do you know that your application can determine your destination? Let me unpack that in a few seconds quickly. You see, your situation to a very large extent will determine who you're going to associate with. It's as simple as that. And when you start to associate with people, you can't know more than the people you're associating with. So if I know who you're associating with, I can tell you where you're going to be located. It's as simple as that. And then because of your location, many times your location, what is due you is not coming to you. The reason why you're not being paid more than you're supposed to be paid now is because of your location. You are worth more than you're getting at the moment. But because of your location, you're where you are. Do you also know that you can't give what you don't have? So if you're not getting the right entitlement, you can't deliver. But do you know that application is what makes the difference? If you can apply things correctly, things will work for you. It's just like mathematics. You get the right formulas right, you get the answer. It's as simple as that. And when you start to apply correctly, you're on the way to your destination. But maybe you're in a situation you're thinking, I'm stuck. How do I get out? 3 things quickly. Change your location. You see, it might not be a geographical location. It might just be your mindset. You've been zoned because the assignment of the situation is to take you to a destination. But it first of all takes you to locations, different locations, and then you hang out with other people and they gather you together again, and then they move you to the next place until that situation takes you to a destination. So change your location. And once you change your location, change your association. And once you change your association, change your application, and you're on your way to your destination. Now, what's this book? It's called the Bible. Trust me, if you can spend time every day to read this book, not only are you going to be wiser, but you will gain mastery over life situations. Please drop us a comment. Let's see how we're doing. And please share with someone. Don't forget, many people are trapped, like I said earlier on. Sharing this might just help them take a U-turn. See you in the next video.